You can call it a game, but I call it escape. Building generals to stomp your face like Scipio, semi-integrate.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of EvonyBites. This is Captain with you, and we're going to break into Council of State in this video tonight. I won't waste any time. Council of State is this nifty little building back here, and I guess you could say the north corner of your city. And it doesn't open up until later on for you. But once you do get this open, or if you already do have it open, we'll know what we're dealing with here. A lot of people don't really get to this. It's sort of like blazons or something like that. You know, they're done. They're just not really gotten to quickly because people don't understand it. And there's a lot to take in already and other things to focus on. So if you go, and we're going to ignore soul binding for now. It's a whole nother matter. But Senate is what we're going to go into. Council of State and Governor right here. On this account, this is what I've got open. I've got the sword or ground general in there. And then when you go to upgrade position level, I've got the ground attributes going. So once you put a general in here, he has to be 5 stars. He also has to be pure ground or pure cav or pure archer or pure siege. By pure, I mean can't be like ground and mounted HP or archer and siege, defense. It has to be just ground or just cav, and then that general's available to be used. And you have to get them up to 5 stars. Once you put them in there for having 5 stars, now I'm granted marching ground troop defense 4%. If I were to get the first red star, it would add underneath that in-city range troop HP 8%. If I had the second red star, in-city siege machine defense 10%. And you can see going on with the stars, the ascension stars that I add to the general that is placed in, let's say, title or duty over here in Council of State. Then I get those extra added benefits for having the general in there. But even if you don't have the general in there, you don't have one that's pure ground, let's say, and already a 5 star, you still go over here to upgrade position level, and you are still granted this. Okay, this is for being on level 5. Ground troop, mounted troop attack, 4%. Ground troop and siege machine HP, 4%. Enemy range troop defense, negative 4%. Ground troop and mounted troop attack, 4%. Attacking mounted troop and ground troop HP, 4%. Enemy range troop HP, 4%, negative 4%. And then obviously when you get to level 25 and level 30, there's some added benefits. I'm just not there yet. When you go into upgrade right here, that's where we see those stats that I just read off that I have. And then over here, what we'll call the master stat. This top one right here, marching ground troop HP, 63%. And when I get to level 22, it'll be 66%. I do have enough of these little merit jades down here in the bottom, so I'll go ahead and upgrade that. All right, and you see we're at level 23. They gave me the 66% marching ground troop HP. And now the next level 23 will give me 69%. So I have the aggregate of all these level 5, level 10, level 15, level 20 stats active. I've got this master stat here at the top, marching ground troop HP, 66%. And then when you go back over here to the general itself, you've got marching ground troop defense, 4%. So all that adds together in just the ground section of Council of State and adds all of those attributes into your battle mechanism. So again, to brief over, you've got to unlock Council of State. To get the benefit for the general, you have to place on a general that is specific, in this case ground specific. You must have at least 5 stars on him or her. And then the upgrade position level, you have each individual level at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 attributes, and then the master attribute at the top. Now, Commander, I don't have any of these open. You've got to have Council of State 13, which sounds just nuts to me. I've never even had that. Governor over here, to get Cavalry open, you just have to have Council of State level 4. I say just. I mean, that's not exactly a quick thing to do. But that's what's required to get that open. And then you can see it starts stacking up Cavalry stats. See here? And then same thing happens when you go to Archer. Oh, that's not Archer. Get out of my way. This starts to stack up archer or anti-archer stats, and then same on siege. So this gets really progressive. We'll go ahead and we'll switch over to my other account. We'll take a look at Council of State there. Alright, so here we are on my Capacious account. And again, we've got Council of State. We're going to go on into Senate and into Governor. And here you can see I've just got the same thing going. Peter the Great. And he's still, again, just 5 stars. I focus so much on so many other generals, I just haven't gotten to this. But it'd be great to get those. I certainly want them. And if you can get those, definitely do it. And then upgrade position level, you see I've got it mastered right now for ground on this one, which added level 25 ground troop and mounted troop HP 5%, level 30 ground troop and mounted troop attack 5%, enemy range troop defense -5%, and then marching ground troop HP 90%. Pretty significant at level 30 in there. And then going back over here to Cav, I used Prince Eugene. He is a pure Cav general, and let's just show you what we mean by that. If we can even look at him in here. We can't. Anyways, we'll go over and look at that in just a second, what I mean by a pure dedicated general. He's got 5 stars on him. Obviously, I don't have any more. Again, if you can do that, please do. It's very nice. And then position level, I'm on 27 over here. So far, in addition to Peter, the not so great over there, I've got ground troop and mounted troop HP 4%, ground troop and mounted troop defense 4%, enemy ground troop HP 4%, -4, ground troop and mounted troop attack 4%, attacking mounted troop and ground troop attack 4%, enemy ground troop defense -4%, ground troop and mounted troop HP +5%, and then at level 30 I will get ground troop and mounted troop attack 5%, enemy ground troop HP -5%. And then I've got 81% on marching mounted troop defense. So with this level 30 and level 27 ground and Cav, you can see there's quite a bit of attributes that I've got stacked up going there, plus the master at the top you can see on each one of them. And then the 2 small, however, they're attributes from the 2 generals. And eventually you get that for all 4 of these when you get that level of Council of State. But you'll start out with ground and then you'll go to Cav. So those are the primary ones that most people will be filling in. And so that's what it looks like. These other ones over here are going to be for much later levels, much higher levels in the game, in which most people won't get to, or at least not in a reasonable amount of time. But for those wanting to mess with Council of State or unsure, didn't know what it was, or for anyone really, there's a brush over Council of State, how it works, what you can do inside of it, and what you can gain. Well, thank you guys for joining me for another episode. And remember, EvonyBites out.